Kimberly Benavides. And next up will be Chris Savage over here.
President Ramos, Dr. Scribner, members of the board, I'll be brief. I am the principal at George Clark Elementary School, and I just wanted to talk to you for a moment about college readiness. On our campus, we do a lot of things to prepare our students for college, but what I want you to consider today is a systematic system, or a systematic college preparedness system district-wide. A lot of our secondary schools participate in Avid, and so my college preparedness committee on my campus and our SBDM have been looking into how can we make that happen at Clark, and how can we make that happen for our students so that our students have a voice in leadership. We have some sustainability with some of the things that we already do to prepare our kiddos for college. So I really just want to propose that you consider, as we move into the next school year, consider expanding Avid to some elementary campuses.
Mickey McCoy, because Mr. Bill West has left. After Mickey will be Nancy Calderon.
Hi there. That was a lot sooner than I expected, and this is very intimidating because I'm used to talking to children, so I know I thank people. I thank Dr. Scribner and the board. And I'm just here to support Avid, and I'm really excited. I've heard so much about it already today. I'm the former coordinator at Eastern Hills High School, and I'm presently at Benbrook Middle High School. I will say really quickly that as an ELA teacher of 7 years, and this is my 10th year of teaching, Avid has revolutionized my life and my approach to teaching. It is the best thing that has happened to me since I came into education. There's all these wonderful kids back here, and my family, my Avid family, all my coordinators. So I'm just thrilled to be standing here today. I'm nervous, like the children. I want to say really quickly that the other night I was having one of my tearful moments because I had to say no to a couple of kids that wanted in for next year, and that's never nice for me. It was about 10:30 at night. I opened my email, and I got an email from a father. Hello, Elizabeth has come home today and was excited to share the news of her Avid acceptance. I haven't seen her this enthused about a school-related endeavor in a long time. We are all looking forward to next year and the great adventure that awaits. And then a whole bunch of other nice stuff, but she just got me right there. I had a young boy that came in at the end of the school day. Same thing. I can't wait until next year. They're already coming. They want in. They want to be part of it. He's in the 7th grade. He can't come until next year, but he can because I said he can. So open door policy, right? So anyway, wonderful stuff, and I'm sure you're going to hear some cool things that it's a lot more data related in a bit, but I heard some stuff about literacy and how that needs to be happening all day long in all the classes. Avid, we help with that. I heard some things about brain breaks or recess. Avid, we do that. We show people how to do that in their classroom. Most of the things that I'm hearing that we need to work on or that we could do better or that we want to improve upon, there are things that we as Avid lovers can share with other teachers and administration and individuals, and that the children can share and that the children can bring into the classroom and share with their classmates that will help us go a long way to helping with some of the things that I feel everyone has concerns about. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Nancy Calderon Soto, and after Nancy's going to be Chastity Davis. Hope I pronounced that right.
Okay, my name is Nancy Culloden, and I go to Arlington Heights High School, and I'm here to represent Avid, and I have a little speech prepared. I can stand here and say every meaning of each letter in Avid, but the most important letter from the word Avid is a letter that is not included, F for family. Family is more than just having the same blood. This is my family. Even if we all aren't in the same class period or don't have the same graduating class, and even not speak to each other on a daily basis, we all have the same goal, graduating with the highest GPA we can get, getting into a 4-year university, and making Ms. Garcia proud. As most of you may know, Ms. Garcia is not only an outstanding teacher, but an astonishing human being. Most of us don't deserve her and all she gives out to us. I know I don't, but that doesn't mean we aren't grateful that every day she is still here by our sides every step of the way, pushing us to become better. Every day I find myself thinking that I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for Ms. Garcia and Avid itself. We each have our own story, our own obstacles, not only in school but at home. But I know that I don't only speak for myself when I say this, but even when we have the worst day and the saddest night, right when we step foot into our Avid room, we feel at home. We get a feeling of comfort because when it comes down to it, we are there for one another. I am in my junior year of high school, which means I have a stressful year and a half ahead of me, but that also means I have major support. More than the others who aren't a part of Avid. Every day there's at least three other juniors I hear freaking out about not knowing how to apply for the college of their dreams and how to study for SAT. Some don't even know what a resume is. But the saddest part of them all, they don't have support from the people they call friends and sometimes even from their own parents. One thing they absolutely have no idea of is how much they are missing out from the greatest program of them all, the greatest family support system, the greatest teacher. This is my third year in Avid, and when I look back at it, I see that it changed me in so many ways. For the better, of course. I know I may not have the best grades, the highest GPA, and sometimes on my hard days, I don't have the highest motivation and dedication to get to where I want to be. I won't own up to that, but Avid taught me that no matter how hard you fall face first to the ground, even when it's your fault, you first have to own up to it to be able to change it and work even harder for it. 10 years from now, I want to be able to come back to Heights, walk into the Avid room, and hug Miss Garcia to thank her for my success because I know it wouldn't have been the same without her and all her nagging and motivation speeches and videos. Avid is more than just advancement via individual determination. Avid is my family. Thank you.
I really hope I pronounced your name right. I apologize if I butchered that. After Ms. Davis is going to be Melissa Webb.
Hello, how are y'all doing today?
Good, thank you.
All right, well, my name is Chastity. I'm a student at Eastern Hills High School. And Miss McCoy, she was my former Avid teacher, and I'm a little nervous, so. But anyways, Avid has been the biggest support to me. I have not quite few family members who don't support me going to college because they want me to stay here and help with my family, but no, I have so many options because of Avid. I have a $44,000 scholarship from Abilene Christian University, and I have Texas A&M and other options to go to. But anyways, if it wasn't for Avid, I wouldn't have this opportunity, and I believe that even elementary school should have it. It's not too early to start thinking about college. Everybody doesn't have that support system and family to go to. Every time I walk into the classroom, I just felt honored and just thankful because I have a place to be at and I have support from everybody. And every time I walk into the school, you know, people talk about coming into Avid, but they can't since they have to have at least 4 years or so in Avid. I have been in Avid since 8th grade, and it's been a big help. I'm the top 5% of my class, and I wouldn't be that. I'll be like the quartile or whatever, the last people. I'm not gonna lie. But Avid has just been a blessing to me. I'm just thankful to have it, and I just don't know what else to say. So.
After, Melissa Webb, and after Melissa is going to be our final speaker for the night. It's Miss Brianna Guerrero.
Hello, I'm Melissa Webb. I too am nervous. I speak to children all day. I'm the Avid teacher at South Hills High School. I'd like to thank Dr. Sutherland. She's a very big supporter of Avid and the rest of the board. I was an English teacher before for 6 years. I've been the Avid teacher for the past 3 years. We just want to make sure you continue supporting Avid. I believe you were talking about getting to that, how most children need at least a 2-year some kind of associates or trade, and I believe Avid has been around since 1986, and it's proven it works. I've seen it work. I wish Avid had been around when I was in school, and it wouldn't have taken me part-time, almost basically 10 years to graduate from a 4-year university because nobody in my family had graduated, so nobody could guide me. So I was doing part-time TCC, working, and with no guidance of how to get to the final, to the end of a college degree. I'm not sure if the Avid money comes from the general fund. As far as I know, it does. I'd like y'all maybe to consider maybe just having a specific Avid budget for each school, because it seems like Avid has to kind of be like, oh, we have something left from something else. We can put more money into Avid. So I'm not sure, but I just want you to think about Avid when you are doing your budget for next year. I've been the Avid teacher. I've graduated 2 senior classes, and 100% of my seniors went on to a 4-year university, except for one. He went to the Army. But I had 50 seniors graduate from South Hills, and every one of them went on to college. I had about 5 of those that went to TCC, and 1 went to the Army the year before. I had 45, and they all went on to a higher education. This year, I am having 68 seniors graduate, and each one of them already has a plan for either. We have Texas A&M, College Station, Baylor, and Texas A&M Kingsville, Corpus Christi. So our kids are going to the big universities that a lot of people believe that couldn't happen. Thank you.
Last but not least is Miss Brianna Guerrero, also alum from Camp Community. It's good to see you in here, my friend.
Good afternoon, President Ramos, Dr. Sutherland, Board. I am Brianna Guerrero. I'm a junior at South Hills High School. I am also in the Avid program. I would like to take the time and give student voice. Avid is known for college readiness and development in academics, but a big issue is family. Not only do they help you with academics and future, but they also help me with personal problems. I know they say junior year is the most stressful year in a high school life, and that does live up to it. And this year, our South Hills motto is Ohana, which means family. Family means never left behind. And again, South Hills Avid lives up to that name. This year, I've dealt with death in my family. I've dealt with unemployment. I've dealt with my grandmother's Alzheimer's, and I have dealt with struggle of actually going to school. So Avid has helped me want to go to school. They have helped me believe that I have a future, and even as a minority in America, I have a future, that I have a future to be whatever I want, that I have a future to know that I have a family to support me when mine is falling apart. And I also want to thank Ms. Webb, Ms. Huckabee, and our Avid coordinator, Ms. Smith, for actually supporting me through the tough times and getting me to class and making sure I don't drop out or worse. And I believe that I am the first actually trying to go to a 4-year university in my family, and I hope that if more money was into the budget, that future Avid students like and myself could visit more colleges and experience what it's like out in the world. Thank you, and good night.
Thank you all for your comments, and Brianna and all the young people that spoke tonight, thank you very much. Your voice is very powerful.